We're on the cop watch. We're pretty much on the Animas River Trail. It's a Four Corner Fist in the air. Oklahoma Outlaw Audits. We got 3 cops here. Not sure what the call is about, but on the CAD screen it said something about a handgun. They left their CAD screen up where they park their units. These are the new pickleball courts that they're building. NH Mountain Girl, good to see you. Nice bikes.
Hurry, we're gonna miss what's going on.
Hello.
Hello.
Carl Medina. Welcome in, Northwoods Press. Good evening. Four cops in the park. Not sure what they're here for, but they're arresting somebody.
Hey, don't look that way. Don't look that way. We didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing there. We didn't do nothing. Hey.
We're on the river trail in Durango, Colorado.
No, wait, Sean. Hang on. Can one of you talk to the person at the table over there? Stay close. Hang on, I'm gonna come back to you. Stay close. Oh, no.
Do you know whose car it is? Say what? Push. Oh, no.
Sadie, get over here right now. Come on. Come on. Hey. Hey. Walking that way, Sonny. I'm still going to walk you. So, he's the one, I don't know why he called. Hey, you know what? Bro. But they would be that here for the maybe we should go. So I'm not over concerned about but I'm just like, that's just that. For me, I think this down there. Basically, the only thing is that she left this cat. Shit like that.
The guy's name is Tom.
Those bags over there, those and which bag is yours? Yeah. The one that we can see, like the one that's on the ground, the one that's on the bench. Give us permission to look through there. See if there's a gun.
What's up, New Mexico citizen?
So, and
We're here in Durango
have a gun.
tonight.
Or just got a report, and they confirmed, the person called in, confirmed that you were the one who supposedly had the handgun.
So the cops got a call that this guy had a handgun.
Backpack? And, yeah, I'm not concerned about it. Let's go pick it up.
Well, looks like he just consented to let them search.
Yeah, we're really trying to make sure that no one's going up.
So these guys have been chilling down here by the park for a while, I think. This guy just consented to a search. We're here in Schneider Park in Durango, Colorado. It's not a handgun.
Yeah, so when I talked to him, he said no. So, we're really just going after that.
I believe that's Officer Seth Carr. I could be wrong though.
That's a little too much. Oh, we're okay, sorry. But we're not going to give you a hard time.
They're taking his booze. They're taking his vodka. They're taking the vodka out of the backpack.
Doggy bag.
And we're searching this guy's stuff. Looks like he's consenting to a search.
Unless they thought this was a gun.
I doubt it.
Oh, no, look.
Alright, I got you. Okay, sounds good. Well, we appreciate you guys helping us out. Okay.
This is bad, not mine.
Yeah, I got you.
That's my jacket.
Okay.
So
Sean,
if
I appreciate you helping
my
us out.
family is going through this,
We don't
I
really
would
have
hope
any-
that they would video record it for me.
You went that way.
Why so
Sean?
many?
That's what
Oh,
we're
there's
doing.
the data.
Alright, Sean, I
They're
appreciate
taking
it.
his booze. They're taking his booze. What the hell? What the hell? They're taking his booze. What the hell? This guy, Seth Carr. Or, I think his name is Carr. Seth Carr. They're taking his booze. What the hell? Is that considered an open container? Is it considered an open container? They didn't find a gun. This is a call about a guy with a gun. They found a bottle of booze. Look at that. He took the booze. The guy just took the booze. These guys were just hanging out in the park and they took this guy's booze. So it's really suspicious to me that these people don't have a camera out. None of these people have a camera out. Oh, and that guy just dumped out the booze. He just dumped it out. That guy just dumped out the booze. And I think their investigation might be over. They took his booze, they dumped it out, they searched him.
Yes, we're waiting for your uncle. Don't act. Let me tie your shoes.
They searched multiple people's bags. They took a bottle of booze. Sounds like theft. It does sound like theft. That bottle wasn't out in open plain sight. It was in a backpack. And they took his bottle. They took his bottle out of his bag, dumped it out, and threw it away.
Stop. There's nothing going on, babe. Stop.
Hey, sir, can you go?
Hey, you mind telling me what happened?
This is somebody reported
That I had a
we
gun.
had a gun. But really, we're just here
Can
enjoying
you mind if I talk to you on the record?
Yeah.
It looked like they just searched you.
Yeah.
Did you give them consent?
No.
You didn't give them consent?
They just
Ask me.
both.
He asked you?
Yeah. And I can't say no. If I don't say no, they're gonna fucking just take everything from what I have.
You can say
Take me
no.
to jail.
You can say no, and if they say we're gonna arrest you if you don't consent,
Yeah,
then
they do.
And that's my rights too. You know? On the real, yeah, that guy over there called cops on me.
He's been stalking me.
deny
Making
consent.
false,
Deny
calls
consent
on
until
us.
they deny consent until they threaten arrest. If they threaten arrest,
So where
Then-
are you, man?
I'm just watching the cops. I want to know what they're doing. That concerns me greatly, watching them go through your bag, take your booze. It wasn't out in plain sight. They took your booze out. That, to me, is that even an open container? I don't think that's an open container. They just took it out of your private bag and dumped it out.
Yeah.
That's theft to me.
And then, whose bag is this? Whose bag is that? They don't have a right. They don't have a right.
We got a Fourth Amendment right to be secure in our persons, papers, and effects. It's part of the Bill of Rights. It's the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. The reason I'm here is because I want to watch what the cops are doing for this very reason, right here. And it makes it I'm concerned. I'm concerned about our civil rights.
Yes.
Okay, I'll leave.
Our rights are being overlooked.
I'm concerned about our civil rights. That's why I came here.
Especially-
Fucking go before I get fucking pooped.
Especially
All right.
us natives. Especially us natives.
Let it fucking go, dude. What the fuck is really trying to do, bro?
Bring it down. They want you to get down.
So this dude's about to get triggered. This dude is triggered. He just had his rights violated. He consented to a search, and now he's triggered. See, guys, that's why I do this. Think I want to see people getting searched in a park? The guy consented to a search. He consented to a search, guys. He consented to a search. The guy tried to tell me that he didn't consent to a search. He did consent to a search. You have to invoke your rights. You have to be firm, say, no, I don't consent to a search. And then if they threaten you with arrest, then at that point, I would say, yeah, let them search your stuff. But if they just say, hey, can we search your bag? If they say, hey, can we search your bag? And you say no, and that's where it stops, then just leave it. Let them walk away. But if they say, hey, we're gonna arrest you if you don't let us search your bag, then yeah, let them search your bag. I was the only one recording that incident. There was, what, 6 cops there? None of them recorded. I guarantee you all those people had phones. I guarantee you they all had phones. So there was a report that guy had a handgun. It's not illegal to have a handgun, dude. I'm not sure what it was about the handgun report that they were investigating, but having a handgun's not illegal. Especially in your backpack. That's why. So that guy was triggered. That guy, Tom, they just consented to have the cops search his bag. He was triggered because I recorded him not knowing how to handle these cops. And me recording him not knowing how to handle the cops. So he was triggered by it, guys. He was triggered by me recording him not knowing how to handle these cops. I don't know, guys. I just don't get it. Maybe next time that guy will understand, or maybe he'll ask some questions about the Fourth Amendment. I don't know, but that was, to me, that was just letting some bullies on the street violate his Fourth Amendment right. That's what I just saw happen, you guys. I just saw some bullies violate that guy's Fourth Amendment right. Him and his girlfriend or his wife were both super triggered when I was walking up. Doesn't make sense, guys. If the cops are trying to bully someone, pull out your phone. Pull out your phone, start recording, put the phone in landscape mode and start recording what these cops are doing. Who knows if they've got any valid reason to be searching that guy. But ask him, hey, just say, hey, if I don't let you search my bag, are you gonna arrest me? If they say, yes, we will arrest you, then let them search your bag. But don't just give up your Fourth Amendment right because some cop came up, just because a gang of cops came up and said, hey, we gotta report you have a handgun. Don't just give up your civil rights. Don't give up your civil rights. You know why I'm out here? I'm out here for that reason, for these cops. Because these cops want to make you waive your civil rights. They want to intimidate you into making you think you have to waive your civil rights. You have to be firm, guys. You have to be firm with your civil rights and assert them. Know what they are. Know what the Fourth Amendment says. The Fourth Amendment says that we have the right to be secure in our persons, papers, and effects. Right? That means that unless you've been suspected of a crime, of committing a crime, either you were about to commit a crime, you did commit a crime, or you, whatever. If you commit a crime, you waive your rights. But if they just say, hey, can I search your bag? They just say, hey, can I search your bag for a handgun? Say, no, you can't search my bag for a handgun. Don't just give up your civil rights. That was really disturbing, you guys. They took his booze. They took his alcohol out of his pack. I don't know. I mean, maybe because the seal on the lid was broken was their excuse for taking it. They took his booze and they dumped it out. I don't know if that's legal. That seems questionable to me. I don't think that's, to me, that doesn't seem like an open container. If your booze is in your pack with the lid on, I don't know. What do you think, guys? Tell me in the chat. Do you think a bottle of booze in your pack with the lid on, is that an open container? Do they have the right to take that? That was disturbing, guys. They should not have let him. They should not have let that cop into his bag. That victim should not have let the cop into his bag. I believe that was Seth Carr, Officer Seth Carr, who searched his bag. Don't consent to a search, guys. Don't consent to a search unless you've been threatened with arrest. Don't consent to a search unless you've been threatened with arrest. It's your Fourth Amendment right. It's a natural right to be secure in your property. Don't just let these thugs search you. without some reasonable suspicion of a real crime. We're on the river trail in Durango, Colorado, where we have just witnessed some jackboot tug pigs coerce a man into giving up his civil rights. The man should have, I don't know, I mean, it's your right. It's your right to let them search you. But if you don't even know your rights, you certainly don't have any. Around these mentally unhinged thugs, you certainly don't have rights around these thugs if you don't know what they are. Right? Really? Okay, Brandon Mitchell. I think it could be a valid point. I mean, listen, I don't know for sure what the law is here in Colorado about a container in your pack. So if they're saying that the seal is broken and the container is in your pack, it's open, okay, so be it. But I think that's questionable. I think it's questionable. Okay. What's up, Gray Dude? Thank you, Brandon Mitchell. I want to know what the law is. If the law says that a cap with the seal broken is now an open container, even if it's in your pack, so be it. But that guy shouldn't even let that cop into his pack. That dude should not have consented to a search. They wouldn't have even found the bottle of booze. I'm sure an open container is unlawful in the park. So I would not support someone with an open container. But to me, it was just really, its circumstances were questionable. Where that guy appeared to consent to the search. His body language even showed that he was consenting to a search. Here's another crime here. This dude has a stolen shopping cart. Look at that shit. You see that all over Durango. Dudes with people with stolen shopping carts. The cops don't do shit about it. Cops don't do shit about it. See it all the time. What's up, Reswatch Audits? Yeah, I don't know. It looked like that guy consented to the search, four-corner fist in the air. He said he didn't. But I was watching from about 15 or 20 feet away, and I saw his body language. I was watching carefully. It looked like he consented. It's interesting, New Mexico citizen. I don't know, guys. If I was him, I would have put up more of a fight against that search. That's what I would have done. I don't think that guy knew his rights that well. I don't think he knew his rights. I don't think he asserted his rights. He just felt intimidated, I think is what it was. He felt intimidated. And so when they said, hey, can we search your pack? He just let them search it. That's what I think happened, guys. You know, I didn't get audio of every single conversation that happened, but I was standing right there trying to cue into their body language and what they were saying. I was hearing what some of the stuff was they were saying, but not all of it. Right. Right. So maybe a container with a broken seal on the cap is an open container. I don't know, that'd be a strange definition to me, but I could see that being the guidance that they go by. So basically we just saw a guy in a park along the trail have a gang of probably like 6 or 7 cops approach him, and they said they were investigating someone with a handgun. They asked him, hey, can we search your pack? And he waved his arm as if to consent, and I didn't hear exactly what he said come out of his mouth, but I sure did not hear a no. I sure did not hear him deny consent. And his body language did not tell me that he gave consent. So they opened up his pack. They found a bottle of booze. It looked like a handle of vodka. And they took it from him. They dumped it out and threw away the plastic container. And they found no gun. They found no gun. So to me, it's super questionable. I told him about the Fourth Amendment. I bet you that guy didn't even know what the Fourth Amendment was. So I told him about it. He got pissed, he got triggered, told me to get lost, so I left. I had the right to be in the park, but I just wanted to leave him alone. He was obviously triggered. I wanted to tell him, hey man, you have the right to be secure in your papers and effects. I told him what his Fourth Amendment was. I told him, don't let him search unless they threaten arrest. And then he was triggered and he was like, oh, get away from me. Right, put pointer fist in the air. Oh, shit. Alright guys, I think it's said enough. That was an interesting one though. I'm glad I encountered that. I'm glad I saw what happened. Anyways, you're watching Press for Transparency, where we expose tyrants, bullies, oath breakers. Thank you for joining. We're here on the Adams River Trail. Remember guys, remember what your Fourth Amendment rights are. Have a good night.